going into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. The Knights will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will get first crack at it today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Give to the back. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The Cowboys line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The Knights offense will go to work for the first time today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Off the play fake. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. And the Cowboys are in the hurry up. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in.
There he goes. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Sperry. Got his man quickly. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. going to run it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Cowboys! All that. And then strolled into the end zone for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
They'll run play action. This one's complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Moran. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Gives it on the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Makes a move. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on to... Right there, and it was just about a return for a touchdown. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback can pull the trigger. And he goes at the 41.
This defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. So the quarterback stood in there and took that hit, and it pays off with a roughing the passer penalty and a first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hoffman. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Firing to the right, complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that second down, the quarterback had nowhere to go with it. The defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up third and long, but because they couldn't do that and let him spring free, it's now third and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because they're not finishing these plays.
Looking to throw. Let's it fly. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Moran. Fires left. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Knights send out the punt unit. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
He'll keep it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Got it in the middle. It's Proctor. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Gets it out quickly. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Back to throw, it's Sperry. And he'll be brought down.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going to run it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Knights will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Gets it out fast. Turning it on. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Cowboys want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Might be looking to run. He'll pull it down and run.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Quick completion on the out. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Quick strike through the air for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
To the air, it's Moran. Under fire. Had to get rid of it quickly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They're dealing with a second and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second and 10, he'll throw again. The short hands, it's Lee. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Knights decide to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They
breaks into the open. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're down to the 20, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. His defense needed this bad.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Third down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
And the Cowboys line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cowboys! Well, That didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. He'll do it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Buys a little time. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Looking for a man. It's Tollefson. That's reeled in. It's Proctor. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Starts a drive trying to go up top.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Going to swing it on second down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And they can't make the play on third down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up what he can and then slides. The Cowboys want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Tollefson. Oh, he's got a chance. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that 2nd half in Orlando. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half.
And the returner will be knocked down. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is the time to go out and do it.
Look out. He's got room. There he goes. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Moran. With the catch, it's Lee. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Lee. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Knights have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. Touchdown, UCF! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Cowboys in the hurry up.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to try to get it himself. Pulled down for the tackle. Looks. Have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cowboys line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Austin. Working that left side now. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. On target. Man down on the play as you... Take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 2nd down. Here we go. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. On the run, still looking. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Tollefson. Now adjusting. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Lee. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Pulls it in, it's Robinson. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jean-Pierre. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Line getting set on second down. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Dawkins. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. They'll test the right side. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jean-Pierre. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to punch it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a tight.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Back to throw, it's Tollefson. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it. He's open on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. And he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Sanders.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. Jones wants to throw it. Under fire. He'll pull it down. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that 1st down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Got it set up on the outside. Turning it on. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And the Cowboys are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. He'll pull it on the read. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Jones to throw. Bringing the heat. Trying to get rid of it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. Wants to return it. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. First down, 10 yards to go. From the gun, running back gets the give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.